Okay, so this is my Ireland Smash Book. I use the International Yellow Smash Book to complete it, though every page is pretty much covered, so it's hard to tell. But anyway, this map is actually from a travel guide. It was about the same size as the book, and it was a cruddy map, so that's why I glued it on here. This Ireland came from a magazine. So anyway, we've got in here, we've got all the ticket stubs, it's just the receipts, all that stuff is all in here. It's got a map or a calendar in here so you can tell when, what the dates were, so I would know what the dates were and all of that. And then I've got a moleskin here, which I just glued on the inside, which has, it's my journal that I kept during the travels there, so it's got all of the first-hand stuff that went through. So anyway, opening it up is just a couple of pages of different things that I saw that I liked. These are just different places that I loved. So I'm going to go quite quick. I want to try to keep this video short-ish, so if you have any questions, please just post them or ask, and I'll make sure that I answer them. After that, in here, I laid out an itinerary. This spells out exactly what we did and where and when. Sometimes I included times, sometimes I didn't. Kind of just depends on the day. And this is just from start to finish and all of that. So, anyway, so this is partially the New York. This is all MoMA. I did this on almost all the photos in here that are cascading in the entire album. It's just a bit of washi tape on either side with two photos glued together. So you just flip it up like that. And everywhere I could, I did try to, I saved ticket stubs, and I have the floor plans or the guides or whatever they gave us. There's a couple postcards in here as well. So, and then I've got the actual Metro card that I used on the subway in New York. And then St. Thomas Church, there's photos. This pocket is all of the menus that I had acquired. If there wasn't a menu available, I took a photo of the menu as closely as I could, and then I just printed the photo and put it in here. This is just different food, Instagram photos of food that I had eaten. Anyway, it's all clipped to the side here because there's so much of it. And then we've got a little bit of Central Park. This is an Irish language guide that the hotel had on the nightstand. I went ahead and stole it. The car. And I saved all of the candy wrappers of all the candy I had bought and or eaten in Ireland. Some of this was eaten here, and I just added the packaging. Some of it I ate in Ireland and just added the packaging as well. I'm still adding to this. I still have quite a bit of candy left over, so I'll still add to this when I get a chance to. But anyway, it's a nice place to have this kind of stuff. This is a sheet from the notepad in the hotel, and these are all just the cascading photos of the hotel room. Enfield, Ireland. And then we've got Northern Ireland, and then there's a map of the Dart. It's kind of just random. I put everything in here randomly. I tried to group some stuff together, but honestly, it's all pretty random. Here's the Dart train tickets. Here's the ticket for the hop-on, hop-off bus in Dublin. Some of the Dart. And then here's the hop-on, hop-off map with some impressions and that sort of thing. I did set aside, while I was there, coins that were in good shape. For both the UK and for Ireland. And so I have euros and sterling pounds in here. And I did set it all aside and actually bring it home on purpose. My mother, on the other hand, had set aside some euros in a side pocket on her purse, not realizing it, and came home with about, I don't know, 50 euro in fives. Yeah, not so great for her, but great for me because she gave me an extra one to hold on to have. So I went ahead and stuck that in here. These two strangers were people in the Dart, and they just had the most interesting conversation. They were total strangers, and they talked like old friends. It was great to listen to. So anyway, here's the Powers Court stuff. We've got different brochures I had picked up at Powers Court along with the receipt. And a number of times I took pages and ripped them out entirely and then taped them back in using some of the washi tape on either side. And then I was able to add more photos to a particular layout. This is the receipt for Kilimanjaro, and then here's the different photos. Did more of this extra sheet stuff. And then we've got the Guinness Storehouse with the views, which were just fantastic. I did flip-ups wherever I could. Here's the map, along with the receipt and the ticket stub, along with the Guinness, a picture of the Guinness that I had gotten. This is really nice because then I know how much I paid for everything. So, this is a bag that they had given me when I bought stuff in the gift shop. And there are recipe cards in here. They have a whole wall of recipe cards in the storehouse itself, so that you can use Guinness to cook with. So, and then sometimes on some of these, the flippies have a journal card on the back, which allowed me to put a full-length photo on the back, but then it allowed me to talk about it on the front. We've got Halfpenny Bridge, and then I did this. I bought postcards on purpose of the things I saw, because the picture I took was not as good as the postcard. And so I made sure that I had both on here so that I could actually look at it and that sort of thing. And then see, I've got more information here along with the receipts and that sort of thing. Giant's Causeway thing, and along the ticket stub. More photos, and I did another leaflet thing. The visitor center was closed when we got to Glendalough, so I made sure to take a picture of the map itself, the sign, and that seemed to work really well. Got lots of flippies. And more flippies of the scary road to the Cliffs of Moher. There's a flippy on this side too for the Cliffs of Moher. And then this is the Burren right here. I've got more pamphlets that they gave us, maps and that sort of thing. I have a little envelope thing from Smash that I put photos in, double-sided, with a tab so you can tell what's on either side. I did that a couple of different times in here. We've got the Dunair Banquet with castles, with pictures of the castle, and then I've got the brochure that comes along with it. And see, yeah, here's more double-sided pictures with a tab on the top, so you can tell what each one is. The chart with the cart, the museum, and more pictures of the museum. And then I posted photos on my Instagram, not all of them, but I posted a lot of photos on Instagram of my food, and I had used different apps on my phone to take all the pictures of all the different meals, and so I got 2x2 prints printed from Postal Pix to put in here for that. And so that was all the different meals we had. Gourmet Burger Kitchen, they didn't have a menu you could take, so I took photos of both sides of it, and then I just glued the photos to each other, and then I've got the side here which labels it nicely with what we ate and all that. So, a couple extra landscape photos, and then back here I have all the receipts, some extra photos in here, and some extra stuff that I couldn't find in the book anywhere. I didn't have a place for in the book, so I went ahead and stuck them in there. And then, because I don't need to put the marker here anymore, I went ahead and got a keychain while I was at Guinness Storehouse. A keychain I liked, but wasn't really overly useful for anything, and I went ahead and I put it on here. So, I do use the Smash rubber band to hold it all together, and that's it. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. Thanks.